I swear. Do I tag on I got it in the bag now. Getting all type of cash. I'm a general true. Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich, made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, no. Right now, need crew love right now, cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Go, 12, go. Zula. Arba. 12.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Dancing to his left. And right away, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle there by John Johnson.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
21.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Breeze now to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got Will Tye complete. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down and test.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's up and good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. They give him a gain of 38.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, here's Goff, eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Listen.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. This is caught. It's close. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time, Breeze will throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
On first down, it's Gurley. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Breeze, escaping the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance.
He's got him in, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. A little 360. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Buying time to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to throw. Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. It across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They're never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Breeze. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st down, gone. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Listen. On 1st down, it's gone. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the red zone now, Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Ted Ginn, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now Jones. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Now Jones. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
21. Breeze to throw on second down. He's going to swing this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
To throw is Breeze. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Keenan Robinson in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Gone. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Breeze now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Goff now to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Flushed out right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Got it.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
Hey, two.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. They find some open field here. A return touchdown as close as he could possibly get. He's finally stopped at the 1.
And, partner, not only is he kicking himself right now, he's going to petition the league for 99-yard fields. That's almost not fair to get it that far and not get into the end zone. Nevertheless, a great return.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jared Goff saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Breeze, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Listen.
On second down, here's Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They go play action here on first down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Alex Anzalone in to drop him behind the line, and that's a loss of a yard. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Let's go, 12, let's go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Breeze now to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Back to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Grant. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground with a tight end. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And the Saints signal for another timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. But how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.
I'm the big homie now. Don't forget that. I'm the big homie now.